Okay, let's go ahead and look this over. Okay, so again, there's been some news on the new Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this time, it's actually really fucking good. Not that like, you know, it wasn't before. Let's look it over. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Yes. Okay, it will never release confirm. Okay, hey, fuck off. No one wants to hear your shit. I do have notes, because it's good to be prepared. I'm not like you other fucks who come in here not prepared, being like, it's good. Alright guys, good show. So, let's go over this. Today we've revealed a whole new load of screenshots from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay? Images take you closer to the game and they're before showcasing Avalanche and Turks, the upgrade system. So, right there, right off the bat, upgrade system. There's an upgrade system. Looking good. Menus, mini games, reimagined locations, and more. Not to mention some new beautiful art. So you got this. I mean, it's not really in the game. Biggs gonna bust a cap. Means business. Some of you out there that like that big sausage, you now have something to fap to. There you go. And there you go. New waifu enters the field. Jessie is in charge of procurement of Avalanche. She can get her hands on everything. From explosives to fake IDs. She also is a skilled engineer and earns money for the group by fixing water filtration units and devices to sell on. She does have a weakness for handsome men, though. I guess I just won't enter the field then. You know, being me and all. So, it kind of gives you a little backstory. Kind of gives you a little backstory of, like, characters. It's not just like, oh, hey, they exist. You know, so that's cool. Then we got Tubby. Wedge is an invaluable member of Avalanche who uses his wits and charm to gather information in diffuse, tense situations, including those within the team. He also has another very important role. He tastes new menu items in the seventh heaven. Someone's got to do it, right? That'd be me. That'd be me. And then the Turks. Reno has flaming red hair and a cynical, aloof attitude. In battle, his agility and specialized weaponry and attacks make him a real threat. Rude is instantly recognizable thanks to his shaved ass, sunglasses, and imposing stature. A man of few words, he relies on martial arts and his strength in battle and completes missions as efficiently as possible. That's why he has a crush on Tifa, because of martial arts. Alright, let's get to everything that you care for. Getting to the action, FF7 Remake features a fast-paced, real-time battle system that gives you a lot of choices on how you want to approach combat. Each character has a unique ability. In Cloud's case, you can switch between Operator and Punisher mode. Operator mode offers a good balance between strength, defense, and mobility. A press of a triangle button puts Cloud into Punisher mode. Movement speed is reduced, but his attacks become much more powerful. So, like, this is super sick. You got options. You got Operator and Punisher mode. It offers more options and variety for combat, which is, like, something that really resonates really, like, super well with, like, your modern action RPG demand. So think about that. They're giving a fuck about the game, boys. Granted that this is all legit and all that stuff. Yeah, paradigm shifts. Yeah. Well, it's kind of similar to that. Like but the thing is though is that they're implementing it. Like, okay, you might say, man, that sounds like FF13. Well, it's a good aspect of FF13, right? The shifts. Hey, why not put that into the remake? Because it's a fucking good idea. And it was executed really well. Why not? So you have options that you can do. You can work with. Cloud also has access to powerful attacks, including triple slash. Okay, look. Like, you guys can sit here and make fun of me. You sound shitty today. You're just completely ignoring what I say. All you care about is the fact that I don't sound normal. Look, dude. Quit being 5. You know, just grow up. Get a year older, 6. Mature a little bit, okay? Just listen to what I'm saying. Fuck you. God. Anyway. Cloud also has access to powerful attacks, including triple slash, which hits all enemies nearby with 3 consecutive strikes. And the ranged attack, Blade Burst. I kind of thought it was weird that they called it Blade Burst and not Blade Beam. And I was like, is that a license thing? Like, why not call it Blade Beam? Or maybe Blade Beam is the limit break and Blade Burst is like another attack that he can do. I don't know. Because there are like actions that you can do and limit breaks. So Blade Beam is probably the limit break and Blade Burst is like your regular attack. You can check that out. Okay, so Classic mode. Oh, by the way, Operator and Punisher mode, that's only for Cloud. So Tifa might have like Brawler and Bruiser mode or something. Options for her. Barrett might have like Marksman and Infantry. I don't know. Or Tifa might just have, you know, Brawler or Beach mode. Who knows? I don't know. But the point is, with a click of a button, you can actually change the stances, so it's very easy to do. Switching to Classic mode. For those players who prefer overall strategy over moment-to-moment action, or want to experience a closer turn, basically the way the Classic mode works is that the game plays out normally, and like you could say, oh yeah, it's kind of similar to the, you know, ATB wait, because in ATB wait you don't do anything, you don't hit any buttons. The only thing you can do is wait for your bar to fill up, but then you can do stuff. Difference is, in this game, while the ATB fills up, you can do like minor actions, like minor attacks to help it build up faster. So like the more buttons you hit or something like that, you know, the faster it fills up. But in this case, Classic mode, it does that for you, and then you can access it. You can use the actions, you know, like normal. But I don't know if I want to do that. Who knows? But that's in the difficulty settings. Now, if you don't want to do, let's say you want to go from Classic to normal. All you have to do is hit a button when your turn is not up, and it'll switch back. So if you don't like it, boom, you can just switch it back. And then we got here. This is the church. Look at that, dude. Shit's sick. God damn. Then that's outside. That's outside the church and everything, dude. That shit looks so good. It's nice. Inside of Eris's house. Okay, Materia. This is where shit gets fucking sick, dude. This is godlike. This is probably my favorite part. What are my thoughts on normal being the highest difficulty? Well, the game didn't have a difficulty to begin with, so let's play on normal. If it's too fucking hard for you, to play on easy. So yeah, you got Materia. But this right here is so cool, dude. Not all materia is about offense. Take the access materia pictured below. It shows you an enemy specific. This is basically sense, but like blown up. Like this is sense materia. It tells you everything. All the HP, like how to go about fighting them, how much EXP there, Spiderweb, high potion. They drop those. You can steal a spiderweb. It tells you weaknesses, resistances. How many of them that you have staggered. How many of them that you've assessed. How many that you've beaten. It just gives you so many details. It's crazy. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, scan. Yeah, but it's like big time scan. Like, whether or not that'll freeze the game, I don't know. Like, I can't imagine that would, like, I can't imagine like the game would force you to be like, to like play the game normally while you're looking at all these details. I have no idea. Yo, boys, check this out. Enhancing weapons. Weapons also contains core materia, and by you can upgrade them to increase the power of your equipment. Naturally, that includes Cloud's iconic Buster Sword. So here, and now this menu, I don't know what submenu this is in, but like, I guess it's in the weapon upgrade menu, like it's a separate one or something. Up here you have like the attack power and whatever that is. Maybe magic, I'm sure that's like magic power or something. And then defenses aren't applied because they don't, Buster Sword doesn't apply defenses, but you have this. Buster Sword Core, growth materia encased within a Buster Sword. Use Cloud skill points to unlock skill and enhance the weapon's capabilities. The skill list you have is +5 attack, +5 magic, more HP, strong attack damage, and Punisher mode is 5% increase. So you have builds. You have builds in a Final Fantasy VII game. And this is where it gets even more crazy. What's more, every weapon has unique abilities that increase in proficiency the more you use them. So, what's that make you think of? FF9. You want a certain like ability or skill list from a particular weapon or whatever. Just use it and use it enough and you'll permanently have those. So that's hundo right there. All skills, all weapon skills. That's all I gotta say is just that's hundo. That's it. That's all I gotta say. And then you lose. You lose. So it says here, Buster Sword, ability, focus, thrust. Now if you look here, the Buster Sword also has, just like the original, only 2 slots. A large broadsword that can be inherited, that has inherited the hopes of those who fight, aka Zack died. And over here you have Iron Blade, Hard Edge, Nail Bat. Like, Nail Bat doesn't have any materia slots. It just hits really hard. But you can see right here, it has all the materia slots included there. Now, it's from what I can see, you can upgrade the weapon as well. So, like, I don't know if that means like +2, +3, +4. I don't really know. It doesn't really tell much detail about that. But apparently you can just hit triangle, weapon upgrade settings. But this ability from the Buster Sword is stagger a foe. How you use that, I'm not sure either. That might be like a stance, something. Oh, weapon level, here we go. So it's currently at 3. To next level 5, wait, what? To next level 5? How do you go from fucking 3 to 5? That's weird. It says 55 out of 60. Huh. Oh, 5 EXP for. Oh shit! I'm a dumbass. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was like, you know, +3, then get to +5. Just skip it. That's what it says. Anyway, okay. So say you level it up, and then yeah, the ability proficiency is 100%, obviously. So he gets this like passively. Proficiency bonus, you stagger a foe. I'm guessing that is passive. but I don't know, because stagger is what you want to do to enemies. That's how you get like all the massive damage that you do. But like, dude, that's just crazy because you can like max out your characters and feel like huge fulfillment. Get every weapon, you know, max it out with like proficiency, get that passive ability, and you can probably do that with armor too. It doesn't say anything about armor, unfortunately. I'm sure we'll find out here in a couple months. So, dude, you can just put hundreds of hours into this game, probably. Not hundreds, but a lot. Armor's gone. That's false. That is actually false. Armor's not gone. If an ability's proficiency level maxes out, the character can use it with any other weapon. So, that's what I was saying before. Yeah, you max out the proficiency with Buster Sword, you move on, and then you learn the other skill, and then eventually, once you're maxed out, you use the strongest one that you have available. And then meet the new cute Chocobo and Moogle summons. They don't really touch base like too well on the summons here, but it does tell a little bit. Summons are a special, exceptionally powerful form of materia. Equip one, and once the summon gauge is full, you can call a powerful ally in a fight. If you guys don't know, the summons in this game actually fight with you and not just like a one-time cast. The way it works is that you have to call the summon. Summon has a timer, has to go down, and then it gets summoned. And the summons fight with you, not for you. They fight with you. So it's pretty cool. And they showed that before. Moogle can blast foes. I don't know if you can actually use like the actions of the summons or whatever. The dynamic duo can also use Stampede to trample the enemy with a herd of chocobos. It's adorable and cute, although probably not for those on the receiving end of it. Now, side activities and minigames. These new screenshots highlight some of the additional things you can do in the FF7 Remake. If you need a break from battling Shinra, you can play a game of darts in 7th Heaven. Look at that! Just because. That reminds me of Shimyu. Dude, that's Shimyu right there. And then, dude, eventually they're gonna, for the DLC, they're gonna add a PS4 or a PS5 in your room. Then you can play Dark Souls in FF7 Remake. Then you can log onto your computer. You can download Remastered, download the enemy and item randomizer, do a rando. Oh my god! And then right here, I don't know this. No, this isn't at the end of the game. This is towards like. I mean, yeah. So in the remake, obviously they're adding stuff that wasn't originally in there. Yeah, you got some road rash action. This is probably, man, I don't even know where this would be exactly. At what point in the game this would be? I guess it would be maybe like after you, maybe after you escape the reactor, because you go from, yeah, it has to be in the, it has to be after the reactor, because you go from the reactor to this like tunnel thing, like this train tunnel, and I'm sure because that's where you end up going. So I'm sure this is going to be directly after the reactor. That would actually be ideal, because right after you kill Guard Scorpion, you get out, you're in this like chase, dude. You're on this timer, like get the fuck out before you like, you know, destroy a sector. And then you go right into like a hype bike chase. That'd be ideal, in my opinion. There'd be a tunnel, train tracks right there, Biggs and Jesse. Nah. And of course, Jesse would be on the back seat with Cloud. Like, why not? You know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little glimpse. From what you can see, I'm pretty fucking excited. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that was a lot. Yeah, it's in March.